What's up, coach? Welcome back to the channel. Now, if you need help with getting more clients into your business, if you need help building marketing systems, if you need help building offers, coaching packages, right? What I want you to do is visit the description below this video. You'll find a number of ways you can get in contact with me. You can either book a free 15-minute call. We can jump on Zoom, connect, and you can ask me any questions you may have about growing and scaling. Or if you don't want to do that, you can send me a message directly to my email, which can be found below in the description. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to build a profitable soccer coaching business, right? Now, when I mean profitable, I mean a business that actually makes sense and a business that actually is creating and generating revenue for you. So, a common problem a lot of coaches have in this industry is that they are undercharging for their services. And when they undercharge for their services, it gets to specific times of the year, could be winter, where they can't be outdoors and they might have to find a facility to rent to continue training. But they've suddenly realized, right, I'm not making enough money to be able to continue my business throughout the winter because I can't hire out a facility. So I'm going to share you a few things you need in order to make sure that your business is profitable and to make sure that you have a sustainable business that is growing in revenue month after month. Right now, the first thing is I want you to try and shift away from offering one-to-one sessions and start building groups. Okay, so start coaching more players at once. Right. Now, let me take you back to when I first started my business. So when I first started, I was doing anywhere between 20 to 30 one-on-one sessions per week. And it got to a point where two things happened. The first one was I couldn't bring on any more clients because I was packed out and maxed out of time. And then the second thing was I was quickly getting burnt out, right? It's very difficult to do 20 to 30 one-to-one sessions per week. So I used to get to Sunday absolutely exhausted and knowing in my head that I've got to do it all over again the following week. So what I would recommend is from the beginning, right, try and shift your one-to-one players into a group and start building groups. Okay, this way you can maximize your time. So instead of having 10 one-on-one sessions throughout the week, you can put those 10 players into a group session and have one coaching session per week where you're coaching 10 players, right? So you will be able to double the amount of players you're working with while reducing the amount of time you are on the field. It's also going to lead to more profit. So instead of charging for one player for 1 hour, okay, you will be essentially charging 10 players for that 1 hour. Okay. So the first thing, move away from the one-to-one and shift into groups as soon as you can. Now, the second thing I want you to do is create longer term committed packages, right? Most coaches make the big mistake of running their business week by week. So what I mean by that is they don't have proper packages in place. They're only selling, it might be 3, 4, 5 weeks of block bookings. And then they're quickly realizing that, right, after those bookings, I've got to then sell the parent on joining again, right? So from the get-go, start turning your group training sessions into a minimum commitment. So when parents join your program, they know, right, I've got to stay in the program for at least minimum 12 weeks, which is 3 months. This way, you know that, right, your income is going to be steady because when parents join, they know exactly how long they've got to stay in your program. They know your systems already. They know that they've got to pay on a monthly basis, or they can pay up front and get a discount. So it's a lot more profitable doing it that way than running your business week by week, sending out a WhatsApp message to parents within a group and hoping that you get 20 or 25 players each week to stay in profit, right? When you have a set day, set time, you've got a subscription model, and you've got a long-term commitment from your players and parents, it's going to be a lot more profitable in the long term because you're going to realize that, right, I know now how much money is coming into my business. I know what my expenses are. And I know that I'm going to be working with a certain amount of players per month, and I can continue to grow from that. When you're running it week by week, okay, you might have some weeks where it's a great week. You might get 20 one-on-one players, and then the following week you're down to 10. So your income starts to fluctuate, and it starts to hurt you financially, right? So that's not a great way of running your business. Okay. And then the third one is make sure you're not undercharging for your services, right? So what I always say to coaches is when they ask me, Leo, what should I be charging? So the way I break it down is, first of all, do a bit of research in your local area. Research, the first thing you want to do is research what coaches are offering. So what are your local competitors offering in terms of, do they work on fitness? Do they work on skill development? Do they do mindset training? Do they do video analysis, right? What are they offering of value? The second thing you want to do is you want to see, right, what are they now charging for those services? And when you get a rough idea, right, these coaches who are offering this, this, and this are charging this, this, and this, that will give you a good starting point in terms of your pricing. Now, your pricing isn't going to be perfect. Start growing and building your business on that. Okay. So, coach, if you need any more help with your business, if you need help growing it, if you need help, you feel that, do you know what? I'm really undercharging at the moment. I feel that I need to get my pricing better. I feel I need to market better. I need to create better packages, add more value to my clients, right? Visit the description below this video. That's going to be the best place you and me can connect. You can get my one-on-one help, and I can help you grow and scale to the next level. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.